There's a quiet in the canyon where my younger days still roam, where the echoes of mistakes I made come calling from the stone. I've left behind 1,000 dreams to chase what didn't stay, but every road I lost myself was leading here today. And though the years were heavy, though the nights were cold and long, I found a shaking heartbeat, still determined to belong. When the dust remembers me, will it whisper where I've been? All the roads that broke me open, all the fires I rose within. Yeah, when the dust remembers me, I hope it speaks of how I stood. Not the man I failed to be, but the man who carved for good. I felt the weight of silence press against a fragile chest, lost battles with my shadow when my courage needed rest. But somewhere in the wreckage of the man I tried to hide, a stronger truth was living, burning steady deep inside. And every scar I'm carrying is a map of who I've grown, a reminder that my heart survived what should have kept me gone. Let the wind reclaim my failures, let the night recall my name. I have walked through darkened valleys just to rise and stand again. If the world forgets my footsteps, if my story fades away, I'll keep walking for the reason that I chose to stay today. When the dust remembers me, let it carve my legacy. Every fall that didn't take me, every storm that set me free. Yeah, when the dust remembers me, let it tell the world I tried, not for glory, not for pride, but to live a life with stride. Still walking, still here to be seen, still me. Some men get remembered, others survive. I've ridden through the midnight where the truth comes slow and cold, across deserts full of memories and mistakes I can't let go. But even in the silence where my shadow breaks apart, I hear the echo of a man still beating in my heart. And though the road grows narrow and the night keeps pressing in, a fire born of hardship keeps me steady in my skin. On the trails of the forgotten man, I walk the line where truth began. Through the sorrow, through the sand, I reclaim what broke my plan. Yeah, these trails of the forgotten man turn the weak into who they stand. And I rise as best I can. Yeah, I've seen betrayal in the faces of the ones who shook my hand, felt the sting of quiet treason buried deep beneath the land. I've been counted out as worthless, I've been named a ghost in town, but a man with fire inside him ain't the type to lay down. Every scar became a compass, every bruise a guiding sign. On the trails of the forgotten, I kept pushing from behind. There's a weight in being silent, there's a cost to hiding pain, but I've learned a man grows stronger when he stands through loss and rain. On the trails of the forgotten man, I fight for breath, I fight to stand. All the wrong that shaped my span built a heart no storm could bend. Yeah, these trails of the forgotten man turn remorse to second chance. And I rise again, again. Let the dust reclaim my footprints, let the years weigh where they must. I have wandered through betrayal, turned my wounds to tempered trust. And the man who stands here now ain't a ghost like they believed. I survived the dead land inside and returned for what I need. On the trails of the forgotten man, where the broken understand every ending, every stand shapes the meaning in their hands. Yeah, these trails of the forgotten man made me more than where I ran. Now I rise, a living man. I walk the dusty canyon where my past still calls my name, where the echoes of my failures feel too heavy to explain. And though the night grew colder as the memories came undone, I found a fragile courage that had waited for the sun. 'Cause every wound I buried still kept whispering through the years. A truth a man keeps running from is the truth he learns to fear. The night I faced my shadow, I was trembling I saw the boy I used to be, with fire but no guide. Saw the man I'd almost turned into when the good in me had died. But something in the darkness said, you've still got time to stand. The truth ain't meant to break you, it's meant to shape the man. And the pain that I remembered didn't hold me like before. I had strength inside the sorrow that was waiting at the door. Let the past fall where it chooses. Let the shadows test my heart. I've been running from my failings, but tonight I'll take the part. In the quiet of that moment, when I saw what I became, I found mercy in the mirror, found a man worth claiming again. The night I faced my shadow, I reclaimed the fire I'd lost. Every bruise and every memory had a reason, had a cost. But the night I faced my shadow, and I rose through who I was.
Some roads stain a man long before he knows he's bleeding. I rode across the black sand where my past still drags behind, where the bitter taste of choices leaves a shadow on my mind. Every mile I crossed in silence felt like judgment in the air, but a fire kept on burning, saying, boy, you're still repaired. 'Cause every wound I carried left a mark that wouldn't fade. But a man can rise from darkness if he learns what he betrayed. Black sand in my footsteps, falling where my stories rest. Every wrong that tried to drown me built the iron in my chest. Yeah, black sand in my footsteps, but I'm walking with no shame. 'Cause a man who lives this truth ain't afraid to speak his name. Yeah, I felt the weight of choices that could snap a young man's spine. Stood alone inside the desert where my sins felt more divine. I've been hollow, I've been reckless, I've been blind to what was right. But a man who wants redemption has to bleed before he fights. Every scar became a warning, every tear became a sign. And the black sand in my footsteps marked the trails that once were mine. And though the fear still lingers and the night won't ease its grip, I keep pushing through the shadows so my soul won't lose its ship. Black sand in my footsteps, but I'm standing through the test. All the storms that tried to break me only fall disgorge me from the rest. Yeah, black sand in my footsteps, but it don't define my breath. I walk forward with a purpose bigger than the weight of death. Let the sun burn down the anguish, let the wind erase the shame. I've survived the harshest desert just to rise and claim my flame. And the man who stands before you ain't the child he used to be. He's a soul rebuilt from ashes, walking onward proud and free. Black sand in my footsteps, fading as my spirit grows. All the years I walked in shadows led me right to what I know. Yeah, black sand in my footsteps tells the truth of where I've been, but I walk a better man again.
A man wanders long enough, he finds out what's worth returning to. I've crossed the burning wastelands where my fear was set ablaze. Walked roads of rusted memories that still haunt my quiet days. But somewhere in the silence, where the cold wind scraped the bone, I felt the desert whisper, son, this pain ain't yours alone. And the years that tried to break me taught me strength I couldn't feign. A man becomes his truest self when he stands inside his pain. Where the desert calls you home, you'll remember why you roam. Every step through fire and stone builds the man you've come to own. Yeah, where the desert calls you home, you're not wandering on your own. It's the place you learn you've grown. I've knelt beside my shadows, asked forgiveness from the dust, found mercy buried deeper than the pride I used to trust. And even when the twilight tried to pull me from my path, I felt the truth inside me strike the dark like broken glass. Every road that left me empty set the stage for who I'd be. And the man who stands here now is the man I fought to free. Let the storms reclaim my footprints, let the night redraw my scars. I've survived the longest canyon under unforgiving stars. And the desert cold and quiet showed the life I should have known. That a man finds peace in pieces when he calls his truth his own. Where the desert calls you home, you'll see every mile you've grown. All the loss and all the sorrow built the strength that's now your throne. Yeah, where the desert calls you home, you reclaim what time has shown. walking toward my home.